Okay, so today is day 0 of the road to 55K. So road to 55K, the importance behind 55K is a triathlon is 55.5 kilometers, a 1.5 kilometer swim, a 40 kilometer bike, and a 10-kilometer run. So it goes swim, bike, run in that order. So for everybody that grew up standard and learned it in America like I did, it's a 0.3993 mile swim, a 26-mile bike, and a 6-mile run. And so that's a really long way. And personally, I don't know if I completely understand how far that is, but we're going to do it and we're in it for the long run. So as of right now, it is April 10th. The triathlon that we're planning on running is on August 24th in Boulder, Colorado. And that is approximately 133 days from now. So myself, my buddy Jaron, and my buddy Wyatt, all three of us are preparing for this, and we're giving ourselves 133 days to get in the best physically fit shape of our entire lives and try to complete a triathlon on a whim. The reason that I even decided to do this is I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and he had this extreme endurance guy who pulled like a 300-pound sled on his back across Antarctica. And in the podcast, he described how he reached these depths of his mind, this just complete concentration, and this just endurance that he's never experienced before, and it drove him through this. And I've always considered myself a pretty mentally tough guy. You know, in regards to people making fun of me and, you know, picking on me and whatever, I've always had pretty strong mental toughness, and I've always felt like I can push myself more than most people. You know, I've never been a big muscly guy, but one thing I've always said is that I think the strongest muscle I have is right between my ears. You know, 90% is what you experience, or I'm sorry, 10% is what you experience, 90% is how you react to it, and or is it the other way around? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just an average guy. I grew up doing sports in high school. As my old man, my dad would call me. He would call me a sporto in high school. That's how he explains to people what I was. I played football. I played basketball until I got cut. Thanks, Coach Gillum. Appreciate that one. But other than that, I'm just an average guy with no endurance training before my entire life. I ran the 800 in 8th grade, and I ran maybe 2 miles, but I never competed in a 2 mile in my entire life. I've walked 5Ks before, and that is the extent that I have of training. But one thing that we're really trying to do, Jaron, myself, and Wyatt, one thing that we're trying to do is that we're doing this all on our own. We've got YouTube, we've got Google. We're trying to do everything to the best of our ability under our own power by ourselves. You know, we're kind of using ourselves as references. So anyway, as I was saying, my girlfriend Molly just called me, and it shut the whole video off. So day 0, that's just something that is so simple that, like I said, we're going to have our bumps and bruises, and I don't know what to expect. I don't even know how to form a video. But what I am going to do is I'm going to document every single day that I can for the next 133 days. Try to stick to the workout as best as I can. And yeah, obviously work out 6 days a week, take breaks when I can, and just try to stick to the schedule as best I can. And one thing that shooting these videos will do is it will keep me honest. It'll keep me working. I notice the people, if anybody watches these, people will realize that I'm not filming 2 or 3 days in a row or something, and they'll be like, hey dude, what's up? We haven't seen your videos in a while. So it's a good way to keep me held accountable. But anyway, so one thing that what I was saying is that you know, we're going to try to receive as little outside help as possible. Obviously, we're going to take the help when we can get it, but we don't know anybody that runs triathlons. I know this kid that's in my organic chemistry class, or was in my organic chemistry class, and he told me a little bit about it. I've got a buddy that swam collegiately, and he said that the biggest thing is going to be the swim. It's going to be the hardest part, so that's what we've got to prepare for. But we really have no idea what to expect. You know, what wetsuits do we wear? Do you wear a nose plug while you're swimming? Do you have to wear a helmet when you ride a bike? You know, these are the things that we don't have ironed out at all yet. And I'm bringing you guys, I'm bringing the audience, I'm bringing everybody else, anybody else who wants to do this by themselves. I'm bringing them along, and I'm going to explain to them the trials and tribulations that I experience on a daily basis. You know, are my shoes giving me blisters? Are Nikes the wrong shoes to wear? You know, this is all stuff that we're going to figure out from the day to day. But yeah, like I said, that's basically it. Day 0. Looking forward to running tomorrow. I'm sure it's gonna suck because I haven't done any running or anything athletic for a long time. So I'm looking forward to it. But it's gonna be a long 133 days, and I know that it's gonna take some work for sure. So, but until next time, until the next day, until tomorrow, I will see you guys then. Catch you later.